And it looks like Christopher's going to make a move on Bolin. There he goes. He's going to the inside. He'll be on the outside in the next corner. They're going side by side into a tricky section. They come together. Here's Christopher. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Formula F4 at Virginia International Raceway. You can see we're car number 3 in this one. You know, we dropped a lot of iRating. Everybody knows that by now that watches my video. We're trying to get back to 2000. And so we're going to do a couple qualifying laps for people who like qualifying. I'll add a timestamp in case you want to skip the qualifying. And I want to start out the video by saying thank you to Ben LaBrocca for designing me a livery for my Formula 4 car, I'm sorry. And I put the picture in the thumbnail. You'll see it during the race in the replays and stuff. It's beautiful. He made me one originally, and I asked him as a favor when he did it. I really liked it. We made some changes, and I asked him if he could put his logo on here and Chris Rogers Racing logo on here, because him and Chris have helped me so much with everything. I mean, everything. Promoting my channel, making videos. Anytime I ask those guys a question, they're right there to help. I have to say, you know, Ben actually approached me and said, Bill, I want to make you a livery. And I was so happy. You know, I said, sure, that would be awesome. And Chris has done so much for me. Every single thing I ask him, he helps me with. I feel like a pain in the ass. I ask him all the time questions, and he always helps me. I think my videos have improved mainly because of those two guys. And I want to say thank you to both of them. This video, especially Ben, for the livery. It's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So, the first lap, we did a 150.1, and I felt pretty good. You know what, guys? This week I changed up my style a little bit, driving a little safer. I learned something about my braking that made a huge difference, and I learned something about taking corners that made a huge difference. I might do a video on those two things. Maybe I will, because boy, I'll tell you, it made me feel so much safer on the track. Like I wasn't going to spin it every single turn. Virginia International Raceway is just a great track. So much fun. If you haven't raced it, race it. In any car. I don't care what you race it in. I've raced it in a Ferrari. I've raced it in this. Here we come now for our final lap. Looks like we're going to do a 149.7. There we go. Boom.
P3.
Ah, 149.783 P3. Let's see where we start out. All right, here's the race. We start out in P5. So we had a couple guys bump us down, but pretty good. I'm happy. Okay, so here we go.
The air temp is 71 Fahrenheit.
We have red lights. We have green lights. And we're off.
20 minutes remaining.
First corner. We got we got Michael Caminetti on our outside, Christopher O'Brien in front of us. We get a little bit run on both of them. We get by Christopher. Off to the left, we have Bartangori. He's on our left right now. We're trying to fight him off. He gets us going into this corner. Christopher also gets us. And here we go. We're in the dogfight right off the bat. We get a little wide there, but we managed to hold our position, which was pretty fortunate, I think. We're trying to keep pace with these front runners and trying to keep Anthony back if we can. So P4, we gained a spot. I guess Felipe didn't start. He's grayed out on top left, so he didn't make the start. This is a tricky little section here. Fun as hell. This track is fun as hell. But you see, we get through pretty good. I feel pretty good here. I've raced this a couple times in a bunch of different cars. So pretty comfortable. It's one thing if you pick up iRacing, guys, just to note, it's going to take you probably a year just to kind of learn the tracks and start getting comfortable. I mean, unless you race every day, which of course I didn't do. Here we go, we're coming down to the end of lap 1. We managed to survive lap 1. P5. We'll take that.
Awesome stuff, mate.
P4. So we managed to make up one, and we got a car off to our right. That was Joseph Hale in the 21 car. He just looked like he just got on the gas a little too much in that corner and lost the rear end. Nothing much to see there. We won't do a replay, and we got a car goes a little wide there, Christopher, and we can't get him. But that moves us up to P3. So we moved up to P3, but because Christopher went wide and we ended up getting stuck behind him, Barton, you know, he just got a great lead now. He's out in no man's land. He's all by himself. He had trouble in the first corner, and he's managed to get out in the lead.
So lead out, he's leading the race.
Yeah. Barton Gori. He's leading. Christopher O'Brien is second. Right now, we're in a podium position with our new livery. At the end of this lap, we're going to go take a look at what happened on the first lap. Okay, let's go take a look. All right, first we're going to look at Joseph Hale at the 21 car. He was in front of us, and here he comes. And you can see he just gets on the gas maybe a little too hard, or on the brakes a little too hard, one or the other, loses the back end. And he's going to have to wait and wait and wait and wait and go all the way to the back. Oh man, we know how that feels. That hurts. Now we're going to look at Nail Lowry in the number 12 car. And he comes in, and he just hits the curb a little, starts losing it, and he comes together with the 14 in an incredible tumble, and that causes a chain reaction, and you can see there's cars everywhere. Complete carnage. Now we're going to look at the 14 car, Spencer Ross. Same accident. He's with the 12. He comes together. He gets thrown up in the air, and look at him go. And he loses his back wing, and that's it for him. Now we'll look from the number 6 car, Brian Dunham. He's following along. He sees a little smoke. He doesn't know where to go, and up in the air he goes, and just ends up in the pile. Wow, what a wreck. That took out a lot of cars, probably about 7 cars in that wreck. And Brian's trying to make it back on the track. And you can see how crooked his steering wheel is. He's going to have to go into the pits. All right, let's get back to the race. Well, that was a pretty spectacular crash. We end up in P3. That crash, of course, was behind us. The spin out was in front of us, but by the number 12, but everybody else was behind us. So, lucky we had a good starting position. Getting a little wide there, but nothing terrible. We're trying to put some pressure on Christopher. See if we can get by him. I don't think we're fast enough to get by him. I know we can stay with him, but I'm not sure about getting by him. He seems a little quicker than us through that section right there. I think we're probably a little better than him through here, I feel. Not enough, though. And you can see he's 0.6 up on us, which is pretty good. And we've managed to gap the car behind us by 2.2 seconds. He was close the first few laps, but we managed to put some distance. 2 seconds, pretty good. That section there gives me trouble. You can see Christopher was a little bit of a fishtail there. He lost his back end a little. That gives us a little bit of a run. I felt like we were better down this straight than him, especially here in the braking zone. And you could see the lockup on Boland in front of us. I saw a lot of lockups throughout the race with him. A lot of smoke. But he managed to hold it together. You see, he's always puffing smoke. So he's locking up that right front a lot. But he's the fastest driver in the race, so maybe that says something. You can see he gets a good run on me there, so he gets a little off though there. I was probably being a little too cautious through there. Something to note when I go back to practice. Maybe I'm not approaching that high-speed corner properly. You can see we're better here for sure. All right, coming down the end of lap number 4, on to lap number 5 of, it looks like 11 maybe, or 12.
Just done at 49.5. That lap time was 49.6.
You can see how Boland keeps locking that front, huh? You can see it. I don't know. iRacing. If a guy locks his front the whole race and he's smoking, wouldn't that tire be toast by the end of the race? In the background, crew chief's telling me to send it in the race. I'm just trying to keep pressure on Christopher, hoping he'll make a mistake. He's driving well. And you can see how he always pulls away from us there. I made a bad shift there, and I lost a lot through there because I shifted down into second. I usually take that corner in third. Last year I took it in second, but when I practiced this season, I should say last season, I decided that third was better. Even with that mistake, we're up on the Delta from the last lap. $149.3. That's our best lap of the race. Oh, nope, we're getting red now, so we didn't quite make it.
That's the fastest lap for Ryan, 149.0.
So Christopher did his best lap of the race. And you can see Bolin is doing 149.1s. I'm doing 149.3, but look at my delta on this, 148. So starting to do a little bit better. I do have to figure out this though, right there. We picked up a little there. We're up 6/10. Yeah, this is my best lap of the race, and O'Brien's pulling away from me, so that's pretty scary. We're still in this draft, though. But he's starting to close on Bolin. Let's see if I mess up this last corner again. I'm up 6/10. Yeah, see how I'm losing speed out of that corner too. But not bad. Good lap. Yeah, 148.861. Best lap of the race and the fastest lap of the race so far. If you look up in the top left. So I just put up the fastest lap in the race right there. Pretty happy about that.
Keep the pressure on, don't give him any wet spot.
Fun race, fun track. I had a fun race before this too in a Ferrari at Watkins Glen. I put that video up. That was a great race. A lot of fun. Feel like I'm racing good this week. Got my new livery. How can you beat that? And you can see Bolin lock up that. Man, that guy is locking up that tire every time. I mean, that tire should be toast by now. The thing should be falling off his car. We're down a couple tenths on our best lap. Managing to hang in there with these two guys. Got a yellow flag in front of us, and now Christopher O'Brien just put up the best lap. You can see Bolin lock up that tire again, smoke everywhere. We got a lap car off to the side. That's a back marker. He went off the track. No harm done there. Yeah, Christopher's starting to, he just had the best lap of the race. And that was a bad exit for us there. That's going to lose us time all the way down this straight. Yeah, that was bad. Look, we lost 3/10 from that. I mean, that's a long straight. You don't want to make a,
seconds.
you know, a problem
Use
there.
half your fuel.
Yeah, we're down 5/10 now, almost. But a lock up by Bolin. Now the two cars in front of us, hopefully they'll start scrapping, give us a chance to catch back up after that bad section. We're down over a second. Christopher's going to make a move on Bolin. There he goes. He's going to the inside. He'll be on the outside in the next corner. They're going side by side into a tricky section. They come together. There's Christopher in front of us, and we just hit him. There was no place to go. He just came right back across the track. We damaged the front end of our car. And now we have to see if we have a lot of damage. We just lost 2 full seconds on that lap because of that. The car behind us is 13 seconds back.
This is brilliant. Keep it up.
So let's go take a look at that crash, see what happened. All right, we're going to take a look at Christopher O'Brien in the number 8 car. He comes inside the leader, Bolin, and it looks like Bolin came down on him there, and Christopher is kind of going, and then boom, he comes back across, and we hit him, and you can see we're damaged. Now we're going to look from our cockpit cam, and you can see we come over, we see the smoke. He's on the left, he comes across. Really not much I don't think we could have did there, honestly. All right, let's get back to the race and see if we can hold off the guy behind us. Okay, here it is. We only got a couple laps left, and now we're damaged. So you can see we're down 3/10. I can feel the car's not right. You can see we're losing speed. The front end of the car has a big wrinkle in it. And the wing looks wrinkled, so the whole front end is dragging. And you can see, look at us losing speed down the straight. We're never going to catch the leader. I mean, I don't think we would have caught him anyways. But the trick is, how much time am I going to lose? Luckily, I think I only have a couple laps left. And I'm going to be losing a lot of time compared to what I was doing. So can I stay in front of Anthony and pick up P2? That's the trick. Yeah, you can see Bolin starting to gap us. Look at us, we're down almost 2 seconds. And I am really leery driving this car now. Like, I don't know if my breaker markers are right. I don't know if I'm going to lose it. You can see I lost 2 seconds on that lap. Luckily, we're still doing 150s. And Anthony behind us, his best lap is 150.5. So if we can do 150s, I don't think we're in trouble. I believe we only have 2 laps left because this is lap 10. So you can see the delta is just dropping every lap. 10 minutes of fuel remaining. I got to get a fuel calculator. I got to figure out. I always have way too much fuel. So that's something I have to work on too, is fuel management. You know, I've been just trying to learn how to drive and the tracks, and I haven't even done anything with fuel yet. But imagine if we got some fuel out of here, we would have done really a lot better, you know, as far as speed goes. So that's probably my next thing I have to really start taking a look at. I think there's a fuel manager in Race Labs, so maybe I'll just start working with that a little bit and figure that out. There's so much to learn. I haven't even started messing with brake bias or any of
Just 2
that.
minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
You know, the good drivers, they have all that down. They have the fuel down. They have the brake bias down. They move the brake bias during the race. I can't do that. And here we go, white flag. So we're managing to keep in the 150s, which is going to keep us up on Michael. So I think we're safe from the guy behind us, no problem. He's still 11 seconds back. We only got one lap left. He's not going to gain 11 seconds unless we really mess up. And here we go. I think a pretty good race, guys. Pretty happy with this race. I'm going to ask you all right now, please leave a comment. I really like seeing the comments. It helps my videos. It helps me. You know, either gives me encouragement or, you know, if you see anything I'm doing that I could be better at, it really helps. Coming into the last section now. Yeah, Christopher's down in P12 now. Yeah, at least he gets to finish. It's too bad for him. He had a good chance to win this race. I don't know about going for it in that section. Boy, that's a tough section. But again, I don't think it was his fault. And here we go. Checkered flag, Virginia International Raceway, new livery,
Yellow flag.
and that's it. We're done.
Podium, good drive.
Awesome. All right, I haven't done this in a while, but I decided let's take a look at the crashes. First one, yeah, lap 2, that was a car that was right in front of us. Number 21 car, and we saw him earlier in the race. He's going to go way to the back of the pack. I decided to do a crash reel on this one because there was a lot of action. Yeah, here's that big wreck. Number 12 comes through. Bang. Wow. Yeah. Look at the pile up. Oh, man. What a mess. Yeah. Everybody's broken. Number 15 gets it wrong. Oh, no, it's the number 10. No, it is the 15. He gets it wrong here going through the first turn. A lot of cars have trouble with that turn. That's a really tricky section. He's trying to get back on the track. Makes a pretty good rejoin. Same car, 15. A little later in the track, he's having a rough time. He's hanging in there though. He ain't giving up yet. Number 6 car goes in too hot. Yeah, bad angle too. He took that corner. He got the apex way too early. Number 21 car caught the curb. Same corner. It's a tough little corner there. You gotta hit that apex just right. That's the next corner after the one we just been watching, and looks like the 6 car again, and he's stuck this time. He ain't going nowhere. 15 again. Man, this guy's having a tough race. He just gets the rear end gets loose, and there he goes into the barrier. Is he giving up? Yep, he's giving up. Either that or he got disqualified. 16 again. Seeing a lot of the same cars, huh? Guys have trouble, man. He gets back on. 20 gets sent for a ride by the 15 car and puts it in the tires. And is he going to make it back on without wrecking anybody? That rejoin was suspect. And here's the O'Brien, Christopher O'Brien, the guy that was in front of us. And here he comes across it. Bang, we hit him. You can see the nose of our car is damaged. Yeah, we're in the Turkey timeline. That's not good. When you're in this crash reel, it's not good. Here we come. Watch the front of our car. Bang. See how it's damaged? It got all twisted, and that's why we were slow at the end of the race. Yeah, that was tough. Here we come a little further on. Number 9 car gets sideways. Does he manage to hold on to it? Yes. Number 13 car, off he goes into the tires. And he's stuck. He's dead. Number 7 car, first turn. Yeah, you got to hit those apexes, guys. Nice Asian theme on that car. I like it. Dragon. I wonder what that says. Anybody who knows what those characters mean, put it in the comments. Number 10. What's going to happen here? Oh, man, that was an aggressive move. And he just takes out the number 9 car. Takes his wing right off. Number 4, number 1. Number 1 car swerves to the inside. Number 4, I think maybe there was a little contact. Does the number 1 hold it? No. He just went in too hot. The 4 is probably laughing at him as he goes off. Look at him. He's out in the grass. He's in no man's land. Where you going, buddy? What kind of slowdown do you get from that? Look at he came out in front of the number 4. Number 17 just catches that corner a little too heavy. Had a little too much steering and going over that corner. Got to let off and put your wheel straight and hope for the best there. Let's go take a look at the stats. Here we go. Strength of field, 16, 17. iRating change plus 79. We're starting to move up again. Safety rating, not much. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Please ring the bell for future notifications. Please leave a comment. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time.